Hi, my name is Blake Edwards.
And you run a record label, right?
I run a record label called Ballast. Very small imprint.
Mm-hmm. And you're also a musician?
Yes, I record under the name Vertonin.
Uh-huh. What's that kind of stuff?
It's mostly experimental music, noise, the sound of road construction amplified.
Yeah. You teach music too, right?
No, do not teach music.
No. Okay. Yeah, and so how many artists are on your record label? Tell me about some of the artists you have.
Upcoming, well, I've got folks like, I've done Spider Compass Good Crime Band, which is out of the Bay Area. I've released stuff by Jason Zay, I've released stuff by Zev, Half-Low Trio, Joe Coley, I got Bonnie Jones coming up, and have Vanessa Risotto coming up, Haley Palombo, a lot of Chicago artists as well.
This is your partner here, right?
Yes, there you go.
Your partner. And you're an artist too? Tell me a little about yourself.
No, I don't do
Okay,
anything.
all right. Well, we got Karla LaVey with us. We're in a cemetery with Karla LaVey. How about that?
Yeah, welcome to the Bohemian Cemetery, and we hope we don't get locked in. It wouldn't be the first.
We're at Bohemian National Cemetery in Lower Chicago.
Walking in a graveyard. Walking in a graveyard.
This is the person who broke the cemetery in. This guy's fault that the cemetery's here. There's a venue here. There's the crematorium.
Yes. A friend and I performed in the crematorium in honor of the Eastland disaster. So a lot of water sound effects, a lot of bells from boats, that sort of stuff. Very ambient memorial / tribute performance.
The Eastland disaster. Okay. This is the actual wheel from it?
We are at the grave of Elsie Paroubek in the Bohemian National Cemetery. Her photograph was in the newspaper when she was murdered. She was about 5 years old. And Henry Darger, who was an outside artist in Chicago, had that as part of a scrapbook. He misplaced the photo, and this child was very important to him in religious significance. So when he lost the photo, he decided it was a test between him and God. And he threatened to fight God if he couldn't get this photo back. And if he didn't get the photo back, he would do something, to show his wrath against God for having the photo lost. Never found the photo. As a result, he wrote the book Realms of the Unreal. But it's basically 18,000 pages with illustrations, and it's the battle of good and evil. And that is what fueled the loss of the photo that Darger had of Elsie Paroubek, was what fueled this book that's become now a very strong and staple indicator for what constitutes outside art.
So there's a Chicago Cubs what's that over? Tell me that Chicago.
So that's a memorial wall. So if you are in love with the Chicago Cubs, you can have your ashes put in that wall, and then you're forever in the Cubs field. I forget what the actual name of the field is called. Cubs Forever, Cubs Fans Forever. Thank you. So yeah, it's a nicely decorated thing for fans of sports teams.
Walking in a graveyard.
You were locked in the cemetery once. Tell me about that, Karla.
Well, we had to call the police, and I told my friend she should use her name, not mine, of course. Yeah. And then
Karla LaVey in a graveyard. That just locked in a graveyard.
They called the person that was in charge of the cemetery, and it turned out he lived right up on the hill, and he came galloping down on his horse, and he unlocked the gate and let us out.
All right. How long were you locked in there?
Oh, it was probably about an hour. Yeah, we were a little worried. She had to be to work in the next day.
Yeah, and I think we might be locked in here. We might be forced to stay here and call for help.